Happy 4th of July.
91.1 FM The Boss.
I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
Welcome to The Legal Fix, a new age radio show brought to you by the Tuff Law Firm. We're the toughest law firm in town, with the toughest lawyers around answering your toughest legal questions.
Hey, welcome to the Legal Fix. I'm your host, Bruce Tuff. I've got Brandon Riley here, Boy Wonder, Jeremy Hall, G.I. Jerome, and we have a special guest in the house, Paula Hughes. She's with the Tuff Law Firm. Paula. And then I also have Vincent Malore and Cortland Pettigrew.
Vicente Meloria and Mr. Incredible.
The boys are back in town.
They are back. So, Vincent and my daughter Tara worked for Tom Oliver's son. They were legislative aides, so they did good work in a legislative session. That's how I met Vincent, and I visited him in Austin, and so we're really proud to have him working as a law clerk in his second year 2L law student at GW, where Jerome went to. And, Vincent, I asked Tara, I said, hey, Tara, come on and be on the show. And she goes, I'm too young to be canceled.
Hey, that's a niche. We're not talking about family.
She just canceled herself.
Honey Badger said no.
All right. So then we have a special edition of the Legal Fix. This is where we answer your toughest legal questions. But this is my favorite day of the year. Did you know that, guys?
Bruce?
Why?
Well, July 2nd is the beginning of the Mardi Gras birthday celebration for Bruce Tuff.
Attaboy.
We keep going. We go all the way through, and then my second favorite, July 4th. So it's a special day, and thank you for joining me on my birthday radio show.
Happy birthday, Bruce.
Hey, thank you, guys. Thank you. So, hey, Paula, welcome to the show. We've been talking about you. We want you to come on the show. Paula does all the probate, estate. She's a litigator. She does trust. So she handles all these high-level intelligentsia areas of law in the office. And also today's show is about the Declaration of Independence. And we want to talk a little bit about that. We want to talk about the events of the day.
America.
And we're going to cover a lot of areas. So, Paula, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so how did you and I get together? Tell me a little bit about how we got together and what you do.
You and I were officing in the same building in Southwest Houston.
Right.
Approximately 1991.
Geez,
I was
that
still in
far.
diapers at that
Sorry.
Diapers.
That ages me. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, tell us a little bit about what you do at the Tuff Law Firm.
Well, as you know, the Tuff Law Firm practices a team approach. So I work on cases that are assigned to me, and I get other attorneys in the firm to help me with cases that are assigned to me, and I help other attorneys in the firm with cases that are assigned to them.
She's quality control.
Yes, she is. All right, and she keeps us in check, too, like the Honey Badger. All right, so, Paula, we always do this to the guests on our show.
I can't wait.
All right, we put you in the hot seat, okay?
She's on the hot seat.
All right,
Have you
and then we're
reviewed
going to
these
do...
questions, Paula? Have you reviewed these
Have
questions?
you ever heard or seen any of the questions we're going to ask you?
No.
Okay,
Oh,
all right.
she's in trouble.
All right, when Los hits the timer, we're going to do the speed round.
Speed round.
Ready? It's on. How do you spell Hughes?
Hughes.
Are you related to Howard Hughes?
Yes.
Where'd you go to law school?
South Texas College of Law in Houston, Texas.
Do you have a will?
Yes.
Do you have children?
No.
What's your God-given hair color?
Pass.
Have you cried in the last year?
Have I what?
Cried in the last year?
Yes.
Month?
Yes.
Week?
Yes.
Day?
No.
All right.
One thing people don't know about you that you want them to know.
I love horses.
How much money will it take for you to retire?
A lot.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite movie?
Pass.
Stranded on a desert island, what's the one item you'd take?
Water.
Top unchecked bucket list item.
Pass.
Favorite non-English word?
Como?
Beheaded or electrocuted?
Ooh, pass.
Favorite sound?
Purring.
Republican or Democrat?
Yes.
If you lived, if you lived in another era, what would it be?
Ooh, 1700s.
Why?
The dresses were neat.
Awesome.
Hey, good job,
Atta
Paula.
girl,
Paula, you are great. You know, these
Very
are hard
good.
questions. So really, all right, here, I've got one that
She said
I wanted to
yes.
ask you. Who's smarter, you or Diana?
Diana.
Who's a better writer, you or Diana?
Oh, that's a tie.
All right. Well,
True story.
they do our briefs and all our complex motions. So, Paula, thank you. We're going to take a break, and we're going to go to some commercials, and then we're going to put you answering some probate estate questions, and we'll take some calls, okay?
Very good.
All right.
Legal
We'll be right
The
back.
legal fix.
I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
I'm here for your blood! Whoosh. One donation saves 3 lives. To the Hero Bus! Donation time. Hey, you ready to donate? Oh?
Hey there, Texas. Jensen Ackles here. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But you know what's really scary? Distracted drivers. With their heads down, they're texting, they're swerving, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Not cool, yo. And not safe. And one other thing. It's not legal either. That's right. There's a new statewide Texas law that says you can't read, write, or send a text while driving. So heads up, Texas. Keep your eyes on the road. Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by
Disaster
Texas.
tips from the objects left behind.
My home wasn't insured, but you can check your insurance policy now to make sure you're covered. Oh,
My savings are lost, but you can put money aside and plan for unexpected disaster costs.
we're lost forever, but you can scan important documents now so they survive.
For more tips on how to prepare, visit ready.gov.
Happy 4th of July. 91.1 FM The Boss.
Hey, we're back on the Legal Fix, where we answer your toughest legal questions. I have Paula Hughes from the Tuff Law Firm here, and she does our probate estate work in the office and our trust work. I've also got Brandon Riley, Boy Wonder, and Jeremy Hall, G.I. Jerome, and we're all here to answer your tough legal questions, so call us 936-900-2381 if you have a call. All right.
Pick up the phone.
Do we have a phone call already? No. Okay, call. All right, so here, Paula, tell me a little bit of what you do with estate and probate and what you do in the legal office.
Well, I handle the probate section, and that means that when somebody passes away, typically a surviving spouse or family member will come to the office and say, well, I have, this person's will, what do I do now?
Good, good.
That's an important thing. You've got to seek some kind of advice when someone passes away as to, what do I do now?
Right, right. Okay, Lowe's told me we have a caller on the phone. Caller, what's your question, please?
Let him answer the phone first.
Oh, well, sorry about that. Jumped ahead. I like my birthday hat on. What do you think, huh?
Hey, caller.
Welcome to the Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.
Legally fixed.
Okay, caller, do you have a question?
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
let him off.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Oh, lost a
Hello.
caller. Oh, wait, we got the caller. All right, yeah,
Whoa.
hey. What's your name and what's your problem or your question?
Oh,
It's the girls caller singing happy birthday. All right.
Nice.
All right, let's all sing.
Birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Bruce. Happy birthday to you.
Oh my gosh, look, I got a birthday present here. Oh, wow. Oh, and a birthday cake.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Oh, a tablet to my next level. Oh, and this is so I can use one, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you. All right, perfect. All right.
Very good.
Good job.
Jeremy, I have a quick question for you. What is this?
It is
What
water
is this?
with pink Himalayan sea salts to keep me hydrated.
Okay. I just
We're
wanted to
blowing up
Caller,
today.
another caller. Hey, let's take the other
The
caller.
world is glad that we're live.
Yes, it
Hello. Welcome to the Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.
Legal Fix.
Hey, caller, what
Hello.
can we help you with? Uh-oh. We're having a little bit. No, caller's not on. Okay.
Technical difficulties.
All right.
We didn't want to answer your question.
Okay, back on track. Paula.
Yes.
So let me ask you a question. Why do people need a will? Why do they? What's
Because-
important about it?
Well, if you don't have a will, then the laws of the state of Texas, in the case of those of us who live here in Texas, the laws of the state of Texas will decide what happens to your property. If you prefer to make those decisions yourself, you best write them down in the form of a will.
Aha, good deal, good deal. Have you ever done conservatorships before? Ever had one like that?
Well, yes, but
I've
not
done
in
them.
the probate
I've done them.
context.
Brandon has a question about
Free
conservatorship.
Yeah, free Britney.
Yeah,
We feel you, girl.
So Brandon's all obsessed with the Free Britney movement.
He
and
wants
so
to represent her.
He does. I will do
Britney
it. I'll do
Spears.
it. So you know what's interesting about it is when they were having that hearing, she didn't even file an application to terminate the conservatorship, which you have to do. You have to either apply for an application to terminate. So I think when she testified during the hearing, it was more of a status hearing that the judge had, and then that testimony by Brittany was so powerful that her attorneys probably said, oh my gosh, we need to file the termination of the conservatorship.
She said she didn't know she needed a petition. So what kind
They're
of attorney?
court
does she have?
they're court appointed. They're saying niche niche.
I know, but she needs to hire us. We'll
She
get that
does.
thing
We'll represent you,
terminated. I
Brittany.
mean, there's no reason.
Call the Legal Fix.
No reason for. Okay, another phone call. See, look at the lines are lit up. We just got to get these calls through.
Oops, they did it again.
Yeah. Did they hang up? Okay. All right. Okay. So
Hello, hello.
You don't want to
so
talk to her
wait, tell
anymore.
me. So another reason for a will, and what I always tell people when they come in is, let's have the will is a safety net. The will takes care of things you don't take care of during the time
We have a
that you
caller on the
are.
line.
We do. Okay, bring that caller on.
Hello. Welcome to the Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.
Nope, dropped a call. All right. So the reason that I say that we need to have a will is like a safety net. It takes care of assets that need to be transferred that aren't already taken care of. So you can have right of survivorships, you can have transfer on death deeds, you can do all kinds of things during your lifetime and transfer your estate where you really don't need a trust, but you can do that. And tell us a little bit how to do that, Paula.
How to
Transfer your assets without having the will. So you can transfer those and then have the will as the safety net.
Well, there are, of course, many different kinds of assets. So you start talking about financial aspects, your bank accounts and things like that. Go to your bank. Talk to your banker about how do I make this this account, all of my accounts, transfer at the time of my death to my beneficiary, whoever you want to name. Could be a spouse, it could be your
I love that
children.
band.
And
So good.
at your death, those assets will transfer directly to that person without the necessity of probate.
Right. How about transferring real property? How do you transfer real property during your lifetime to, say, a spouse or children?
Texas does provide for a transfer on death deed. You sign
Hello?
that thing.
Hello, caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God, we got a caller.
Welcome to the Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.
How
You
can we
state your
help
name?
you, caller? They're here, and then they panic. Once they get on the show, they panic.
As soon as you get a taste of the Legal Fix.
They go, oh my God, I can't handle it. Yes. Okay, so Paula, about transfer on death deed. That's the way you transfer real property. That would be like the homestead or the community house.
Sure.
That applies to all real estate. You can
Any
transfer.
real estate in Texas, yes.
Okay. And then when you have, is it advisable to have joint accounts with your spouse? And then you have, and I'm not, is it right of survivorship? Is that also a transfer on death type process?
It is. You should talk to your bank about specifically what that bank requires, because each bank's going to have something just a little bit different.
Okay.
So talk to your bank about how to make what you want to happen under their policies.
Can they bring it to you and have you look at it?
Well, since each bank has a little bit different policy, it's best to get that done at the bank.
Bruce, can they bring it to you and have you look
Absolutely.
at it? Okay.
I love looking at those things. So, I always make recommendations on it. Also, Paula, another good tool that we do at the Tough Law Firm is directives. So tell us a little bit about the directives that we do when we prepare a will and do estate planning.
Well, we'd like to offer a complete package, which includes a statutory durable power of attorney, which is a way for a person to appoint an agent to act on their behalf when they become unable to act. It's valid during a person's lifetime. We do a medical power of attorney, which authorizes someone to act on behalf of the principal for medical decisions, separate from business decisions. And we like to do what we call a directive to physicians, where the person who signs it, the principal, can make their wishes known with regard to final care in a last illness.
What's the word that people always say? What's a living will? They always say that. Tell me, can you give me a living will? And that's an old term that's been used and bounced around a lot of times. What does that mean?
Well, to me, that means that directive to physicians, that advance directive for what you want to have happen during your final illness.
Right. And you make an election as to, I always call it's terminating life or pull the plug. It's just like, okay, I don't want life-sustaining measures if I'm declared pretty much gone. And then I have to have medical devices keep me alive.
That's correct. You have two choices, basically. You can be kept comfortable and permitted to die naturally, or you can have life support to the extent that it's medically necessary.
So we did something really interesting in the Tough Law Firm. I had a good friend of mine who passed away. His sister was in Oregon. We didn't know how much money was in an account. We couldn't find out about the account. We were trying to do a non-probate process, but you came up with something else that actually made that work. It was an airship proceeding.
You can do an affidavit of airship, which will be honored.
Is that a phone call?
Brittany Ernest.
Are we good? Oh, it is. Is it Brittany on the phone?
Spears?
Brittany's on the phone. Okay, got a caller.
Brittany?
Brittany dropped. See, they get on and they freeze. I kind of can't believe that. Yeah, so it's just crazy. Hey, so that process you did was an airship affidavit. How is that different from an estate or will?
Well, the airship affidavit is going to be an affidavit that's signed under oath that sets forth all of the family history of the person who's passed away.
Right.
That has to be signed by everybody who would be that person's heir, as well as two people who are not heirs, who are like independent witnesses who are also familiar with the facts.
Disinterested.
Yeah, you just file that in the real property records, and typically it has effect.
Brittany really wants a new attorney.
No, she does. So we just discovered what's going on. I let that phone number out, and our whole switchboard just got blown up. And so they're knocking one call off another. I didn't even realize we're so popular. Can you believe that, guys? Okay.
Can you hear us?
So let's do this. Let's take a break. We'll come back at the next segment. Is that good? Oh, we'll take the caller. Okay.
Welcome to the
says
Legal
take a caller.
Fix.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hi there.
Am I on the Legal Fix?
Yeah.
This is, in fact, the Legal Fix.
Hi.
Legal Fix.
My name is Angie, and I'm wondering if you can help me with a probate question.
Perfect. That's a great
Very
call. That's what
possibly.
we're talking
Fire
about.
away.
Okay, fire away.
Are you?
Angie.
Okay, because I'm confused about the probate process, and is probate something I need to do? Because it seems like an awfully complicated process, and I'm just wondering if it's something that I can possibly avoid. Or should I avoid probate?
All right, we have your probate expert here, Paula Hughes. Paula, can you handle this question?
Yes, that's a very interesting question, and
Oh,
whether
thank
one
you
should
so
avoid
much.
probate it kind of depends on your circumstances. Certainly, there's a way to do that. Let me tell you that in Texas, the probate process, which is presenting a decedent's will, someone who's passed away, presenting their will to the court to have it acknowledged as the last will of the person who's passed, and appointing whoever they've named to serve as their executor to handle winding up the estate and distributing the assets of the person who's passed away. That's the probate process. In Texas, it requires one appearance before the court and a filing of an inventory of the decedent's estate. So it's a pretty simple process. If there's
Do I need to have an attorney for that, or is that something I can do on my own?
In Texas, a person can represent themselves in court every time. But if you want the process to be as streamlined as possible, it's better to get an attorney who can guide you through that process without the mistakes that a person on their own might make.
So call the Tough Law Firm.
Okay, gotcha. What happens if you don't have a will? The person who passes away, they don't have a will. What happens?
That's yikes.
That's a very scary thing. If you don't take anything away from the show, take away that you need to get your will done, and it doesn't matter how old or how young, do it now. If you don't have a will, the process is enormously more complicated.
It's all dependent administration, controlled by the court. It's very costly, and you have ad litem's appointed, and it makes it very complicated. Okay, so we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back to the next show. Paul, I just want to say one thing. I love your glasses.
Thank you very much.
Those are sweet.
All right, we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Angie.
Angie's...
I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tuff Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
Hey there, Texas. Jensen Ackles here. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But you know what's really scary? Distracted drivers. With their heads down, they're texting, they're swerving, blowing through stop signs and red lights. Not cool, yo. And not safe. And one other thing, it's not legal either. That's right. There's a new statewide Texas law that says you can't read, write, or send a text while driving. So heads up, Texas. Keep your eyes on the road. Talk, text, crash. Brought to you by Texas.
Happy 4th of July. 91.1 FM The Boss.
Hey, welcome back to the Legal Fix. I've been going through my birthday presents here, and I just found the golf balls. I just wanted to show everybody who can see us on the podcast. It's a Tough Law Firm golf balls, of course.
Sweet.
And it's got the spirit, our spirit animal on the back, the honey badgers. Here they are,
Nice.
right here, gifted to me by Boy Wonder. How does that make you feel, Jeremy? You're not on here.
Yeah, I feel kind of left out, but I am
think
on
so.
the background if you look at the Legal Fix right over
We'll
my
have to
shoulder
get
here.
new golf balls, okay? All right. Hey, it's Declaration of Independence Weekend, and we're
Freedom
kicking it off for
Weekend.
you. There's so many activities that are planned in the Woodlands, and our legal team is part of those festivities. Jerome, what are you doing this weekend?
Yes, we are. I am helping to host the South County 4th of July Parade.
SoCo.
It's on Saturday, July 3rd this year, 9 a.m. in Town Center. So feel free to join us at Market Street or Town Green and look out for the Wonder Boy.
What up?
He will be riding around in the Tough Law Firm float with a microphone and a boombox answering your toughest legal questions on the fly. And Bruce Tuff, our own birthday boy, will be a parade judge on the balcony of Market Street.
Who let him into that?
Yeah, that's like a special thing.
Yeah,
Is this his consolation prize for losing the judge seat?
Yeah, it is. It is. You know what?
It's a different kind of judge.
When I was president of the fire department, I'd ride in the fire trucks and I'd throw candy from the trucks. And the fire chief said, "Hey, that's a niche. Bruce. Don't do that. No throwing candy. Niche.
You pelt a little kid in the eye.
Yeah, but I was a rule breaker.
All right, Paula, you're a resident scholar, so I've got a question for you. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson is credited with it.
He wrote it. Who has the most famous signature on the Declaration of Independence?
John Hancock.
I thought it was Herbie Hancock.
What is the Declaration of Independence? What does it mean to you, Paula?
The Declaration of Independence was the document that set forth the reasons that the colonies chose to separate themselves from Great Britain.
How many grievances were in it?
I don't remember.
I got them
it's
all
28.
here. Yeah, there's a lot. Yes,
It may
right.
be 29.
There was quite a number. They listed them all out.
Yeah.
Name one grievance.
For imposing taxes on us without our consent.
Yeah.
Nice.
Name one.
Shoot. Pass.
For depriving us of
The Boston Tea Party.
Quartering the troops. That's not a reason.
That's my reason.
Oh.
for depriving us
Taxation
in
without
many cases.
representation.
That's one. I said that. For
Oh.
depriving us with many
That's the
cases for the
Boston Tea
benefit
Party.
of trial by jury. Right.
Okay, but
For
people
depriving
really
us in
only
many
wanna know
cases
about-
of the benefits of trial by jury.
People really only want to know about why Bill Crosby got free and Britney Spears didn't.
Bing Crosby?
Bill Crosby.
No, Bill, I'll tell you
Bing,
why.
Bill, whatever.
Hey, I'll tell you why, because no one knows the answer to that. Everybody goes, what the heck? He got convicted. Now he's out of jail. Now they can't try him again. Bruce, tell us why that is. I go, well, I mean, what I know is that when they originally tried to indict him, that prosecutor, no bill, they did not indict him. Now, I may be wrong on that, but they didn't indict him. But they said, we won't proceed with criminal charges against you if we can proceed with a civil litigation case, and you have to testify. So he didn't take the fifth under that. He did it. He made some exculpatory statements that incriminate him against.
Incriminating,
Then they
absolutely.
used it later in a second indictment against him. And so the court in Pennsylvania, I think the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania said, niche, it's out. And they kicked it all out. So,
Wow.
I mean, that's
Absolutely.
my under. It's very technical, but you know, that's why we're here and we answer
So
the tough questions.
he relied to his detriment on that promise that they
Absolutely.
wouldn't prosecute him. In the
Absolutely.
hopes that he would settle out the case with the woman in the civil court.
He
Was
did.
justice served in his release?
He was sentenced for 3 years, minimum to 10. I think was the original sentence. He served about 4 years, so
I think he served 2, but
is it okay? He put
he served 2.
two and change. Okay, so he did he did serve his time, but you know that's why we have laws in this country that protect people and are allegedly applied evenly. So that's the aspect of that. And in the Britney Spears case as well, I think that if she had filed an application to terminate that conservatorship, that thing would be. That'd be gone,
Yeah.
because she's competent. She can handle her affairs. I mean, what they're doing to her
She's
is
doing
criminal.
hundreds of shows a year
I
in
know, it's
Vegas.
crazy.
I mean, who could do that?
When you have a
without
conservatorship,
competence?
it's for someone who really can't function. They can't do anything on their own, and then she's highly, performing. I mean, can you imagine that?
Millions and millions of dollars a year earned. She's a piggy bank to
That's
those
like
guys.
us, high level performing.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. We can do both, manage our estates and high-level performances.
Right. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, Brandon. What does the Declaration of Independence mean to you? What's the significant part?
It's the document that underlies freedom in the United States. It's the next best document from the Magna Carta forward. It's the one
Good.
that said we're going to declare our independence because you have denied us our basic human rights.
Jerome?
It's the foundation for the country that I love and allows us to celebrate with a parade every July 4th.
America. All right. I want to thank Paula for being on the show. And Paula, thank you for answering all the tough legal questions. Thank you for Jerome for being patriotic and doing the 4th of July parade in the Woodlands. And Brandon Riley always is patriotic with his patriotic classes. And we want to thank you for joining us on The Legal Fix. If you ever want to call us for any tough questions at the Tough Law Firm, 281-681-0808. Please call us at the Tough Law Firm. And I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy, safe 4th of July. And I really appreciate the birthday wishes. All right, guys, any parting remarks?
Happy 4th and happy birthday, Bruce.
Yes, sir. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. And we'll see you next time on The Legal Fix.
The Legal Fix.